I gave Brock Lesnar every championship in the WWE, but I added a twist. Every title he loses weakens him. So every title he loses, his overall drops. Now I split this up into like 3 different sections on how far his overall will drop. A world title, if he loses a world championship, his overall goes down by 20. If he loses one of the mid-card belts, the Intercontinental in the United States, 10. If he loses the tag team titles, 10. So, for example, if he loses the World Heavyweight Championship to whomever, his overall will go from 100 to an 80. And then if he loses the tag team belts on top of that, it goes from an 80 to a 70. And unless he gets them back, they're basically stuck there. So let's see how this catastrophe went. So our first pay-per-view for Brock Lesnar is Backlash, where Brock Lesnar and Brock Lesnar team up to take on John Cena and John Cena. Oh my god, this match went on for 43 minutes. Oh my god. John Cena is trying to pin Brock Lesnar, but then Brock Lesnar ran in, and then John Cena ran in. John Cena got thrown out, Lesnar got thrown out, and then John Cena did a tope, you know. Oh look, Brock Lesnar hit a shooting star, that's pretty cool. This match ends when Brock Lesnar hits an F5 to retain the tag team titles. Okay, no more Clone Wars, please. So Brock still keeps his 100 overall, as well as Brock keeps his 100 overall as well. So now at Hell in a Cell, we have a Hell in a Cell match, as Brock Lesnar defends the World Heavyweight Championship against motherfucking Logan Paul. Because of course. Now, fortunately for me, I get to watch Logan Paul get just destroyed and obliterated by Brock Lesnar for like 10 minutes. Although Logan Paul did surprise me with something. Logan Paul somehow picked Brock Lesnar up and hit him with an F5. Brock Lesnar then obliterated Logan Paul even more, and Brock Lesnar retained his title. So, still at 100 overall for Brock. So, it's proven really good for him. He's doing a great job. So, at Money in the Bank, Brock Lesnar has to defend his, the undisputed title against Kenny Omega, Rey Mysterio, Scott Steiner, and Vince McMahon. I get a title shot! Yeah. This match was shorter than a Bill Goldberg match in 2023. Kenny Omega runs up the ladder and grabs the undisputed title, and Kenny Omega is the new champion. Unfortunately for Brock Lesnar, it's time for him to take some damage. If I were Brock Lesnar, what sliders would I lower to like the bottom? Oh yeah, 100%. I know exactly which ones you do. 100%. So, Brock Lesnar has gone from 100 to an 80. Can we have like a fire effect go up on the screen like right there? So now Brock Lesnar with the debuffed 80 overall. He will be defending his World Heavyweight Championship against the Hitman, the Excellence of Execution, Bret Hart, in a last man standing match, because of course, this match went on for like 45 minutes. Oh god. Bret Hart locked on the sharpshooter 4 different times. And all times, Brock Lesnar tapped out, but there's no tap outs, it's only stand-ups. So Bret Hart pulverized the shit out of Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar still wouldn't go down. He just wouldn't die. So then it just took Bret Hart throwing Lesnar into the ring for him to finally just give up. He's like, yep, alright, I'm done, I'm tired. And Bret Hart becomes the new world champion. And then, add insult to injury, Brock Lesnar just gets back up immediately afterwards, just to go like, yeah, the only way I lost is because I wanted to. So, Bret Hart, your new World Heavyweight Champion, and now Brock Lesnar's overall is looking really, really grim. And at Clash of the Castle, Brock Lesnar, terrified and worried about having a 60 overall, is looking to get back one of his world titles as he takes on Kenny Omega for the undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship of the world. And just to show how crazy this effect does to Brock Lesnar, just look at this. Look at Kenny Omega's side and look at Brock Lesnar's side. This was about like 3 minutes in the match. Absolutely crazy. Kenny Omega completely crushes and destroys him. Brock tries to fight back, but Kenny Omega is just too dominant and it defeats Brock Lesnar to retain his title. Brock is still at the bottom of the barrel, and it could only get worse from here, right? Extreme Rules. Brock Lesnar gets another crack at the title. Why? I have no idea. The wrestling gods deem it, so therefore it must happen. Except there's a twist. Shinsuke Nakamura is cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase to make this a triple threat match right off the bat, throwing both Omega and Lesnar off. And this match lasted for about 3 minutes because of course it did with Brock, but Shinsuke hit a Kinshasa onto Kenny Omega. Brock Lesnar then takes out Shinsuke, and then rather than going for the cover, he actually just leaves the ring. Nakamura gets up, Brock Lesnar goes for a stick, and Nakamura pins Omega as Brock Lesnar is trying to forget, oh my god, the title's on the line. And Nakamura becomes a world champion because Brock Lesnar left the ring. Look, just because I lowered his overall doesn't mean I wanted him to be dumber too. Like, it looks like he drank some stupid juice or something. He got hit with the stupid orb. I'm sorry. In Survivor Series, there's no War Games match. We canned it. And there's not even a Survivor Series Tag Team Clash match. So instead, we just spun a wheel twice. How many people would be in the match, and what title we'd have. The first wheel landed on a 5-way match, again. And then the second wheel ended on the Intercontinental title, which is not good. Brock Lesnar defends his title against Kofi Kingston, Kane, Ric Flair, and it's me, Vince! Ah! But Vince is back again, ready for round 2. And another very short match, but the most bizarre finish ever. So, Vince McMahon locks in a sharpshooter. I know, how poetic. And Brock Lesnar locks in a Kimura at the same time. Now, originally I thought Vince won the match because Kofi tapped, but Brock won because I think Kane tapped a couple seconds before Kofi tapped. So Brock Lesnar scrapes by with his championship and screws Vince McMahon out of a title. So he's probably going to fire Brock now for it. Alright, day 1-ish. Brock Lesnar defends the Intercontinental Championship against 5 other guys in an over-the-top rope battle royal. You got Dominic Mysterio, Jake Roberts, The Fiend, God rest his soul, Bray Wyatt, Orange Cassidy, and Yokozuna. Brock Lesnar gets tossed out by Jake Roberts, which, oh, that's not good, Brock. Not good at all. Then Jake Roberts tosses out Dominic Mysterio with no trouble too, so Jake's on a roll. Yokozuna picks The Fiend up in a Samoan drop and just tosses him over, and The Fiend is gone, unfortunately. God. Finally, Yokozuna throws Orange Cassidy into the ropes, clotheslines him over the top rope, and Yokozuna has become the new Intercontinental Champion, and Brock Lesnar is even worse than when he was before. Put that on the screen. I think he's 60 to 50. So it's time for the Royal Rumble, where we spin the wheel to get the Royal Rumble will be for the undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Championship of the world. Say that 5 times fast. And now we're gonna spin the wheel once again because I love spinning the wheel. It's just so much fun to see what number Brock Lesnar will get. Let's see. Oh, God. Oh, no. Number 1? Oh, man, that's rough. Level overall 50 Brock Lesnar with the number 1 pick. Well, who's number 2? Wait, what? Eric Bischoff? Oh, my God. Eric Bischoff's like, finally, someone is worse than me. Anyways. How did Brock Lesnar do? Let's see. Brock Lesnar tries to eliminate Eric Bischoff right off the bat, but Bischoff dodges and Brock Lesnar goes flying out in like 30 seconds. But Brock Lesnar's got a plan B, alright? He knew that he would lose like this, so he had a plan B. Unfortunately for Lesnar, his plan B fails as like halfway through the match, Lesnar reemerges as a different Brock, but then he gets tossed out by Eric Rowan. But then, Brock has a plan C. He put himself again, but he's like 20 years younger. So did this fare better for him? Despite making it very far and even into the final 6, the final Brock Lesnar of the match gets tossed out by Kenny Omega, and that's it for Brock. He's done. Eventually, the Hurricane would eliminate Kenny Omega from the Rumble, and the Hurricane becomes the undisputed Universal Champion. What a ride. Elimination Chamber. Brock Lesnar will be defending the United States title at an overall 50 against Reggie. Okay, maybe that's not that bad. John Cena, the prototype. Okay, not terrible. John Cena, an actual decent one. Okay. Shawn Michaels and Eddie Guerrero. Yikes. HBK gets taken out with a frog splash from Eddie Guerrero, which is actually kind of surprising by all the weaklings in this match. The prototype gets jobbed out by Brock Lesnar. Yes, really. Brock Lesnar hits a German on him and pins him, and there goes the prototype. The other John Cena gets eliminated by Reggie after he just hits him he kicks him in the gut and then pins him, which is kind of lame, but okay. Brock Lesnar forgets what he's going for, but eventually he figures it out and then hits Reggie with an F5 to pin Reggie and take him out. And oh my god, Brock Lesnar made it to the final 2. Holy shit. Then Eddie Guerrero threw Brock Lesnar into the pod. He punched him, he did something else, and then he elbowed him in the face, and that was the end of Brock. He just couldn't go anymore. Eddie Guerrero wins the United States title, and Brock Lesnar is now at a abysmal 40 overall. Jesus Christ. Now Brock Lesnar is set on a warpath to get as many titles back so he can go to WrestleMania in the best condition he can. So on Raw before Mania, Brock Lesnar, who's at a 40 overall, oh my god, takes on Yokozuna for the Intercontinental title. It goes as well as you expect for Brock Lesnar. Just look at this damage. This is at the end of the match, after Brock Lesnar hit a finisher. Brock Lesnar is completely just wrecked. Look at his side, and then look at Yoko's. That is after a finisher. He only had him at yellow head for the entire match. That is how weak Brock is at this point. It's ridiculous. And it went as well. Yoko hits a leg drop, which he looks like he's like that Cody Rhodes meme where Cody's like going to the back, like like that. That's what Yoko looked like. And then Yoko hit the bonsai drop, and that was the end. Like you could just hear the ring. It's like a nuclear bomb dropping onto Brock Lesnar. Yeah, and Yoko retained. No shot. GG's. And now the final SmackDown before WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar looking to get back his title, his U.S. title he lost to his arch rival, Eddie Guerrero. And it didn't really go well either. I mean, Eddie hit a comeback move and that was it. I mean, just look at the two sides again. Like, it's just wild. Eddie didn't take any damage. This is like the equivalent of like SpongeBob trying to fight Superman in like a battle to the death. I don't know. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, sure. Eddie retains, and Brock is now going into WrestleMania weak as fuck. Alright, it's time for WrestleMania. Night 1. The tag team titles are on the line, as Brock Lesnar and Brock Lesnar look to hold on to whatever they have left, as they take on... Wait. What? This can't be right. They're taking on me? Oh my god, it's self-insert. Oh my god. Self-insert. Me! Okay, well then who's my partner? Brother, it's me, dude! It's me, dude! Brother! So yeah, it's me and Hulk Hogan fighting Brock Lesnar and Brock Lesnar. This match was pretty short. I decided to beat up on Lesnar for a bit, but then I decided to tag in Hogan, and Hogan finished the job. He had a leg drop on one of the Brock Lesnars. Brock tried to run into the ring, but then he just left. I guess he just gave up. He was like, I'm done. That's it. I'm out. So, look at that. Me and Hulk Hogan are the tag team champions. The one time I'd ever be able to beat Brock Lesnar in a real fight, huh? Well, I could take this W, so. And now it's time for the main event of Night 2. Brock Lesnar, who is now at the lowest overall possible, an overall of 30 in the game, takes on his arch rival, Bret Hart. And it goes as well as you expect for our boy Brock. By like minute 3 in the match, Brock Lesnar's already on red health, and Bret Hart is taking like no health or no damage. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. So Bret Hart hits a pile driver and then a sharpshooter. Brock Lesnar taps out faster than me at a birthday party, or any party for that matter. Bret Hart retains, crushes Lesnar, and Lesnar is left with nothing. So Brock Lesnar lost every title, and he became the weakest person ever in a wrestling ring. Here's the moral of the story. Don't lose. Just like that. Don't lose. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.